Great day, great day, great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live and direct with Give Yourself Permission. This is Giami Journey Radio. And I am Brother Hatim. And this is a Heart of a Simba Productions. Where we strive to blow up all the old paradigms. This, man, it's one of those mornings, man. I struggled to get up, but what's crazy is that I ended up getting up and being on the radio show just a little bit earlier. So I don't know how that worked. I woke up a little bit late and I did my meditation and ended up beating the clock. You know, so I don't know what's up with that. But once again,
this is Cleveland, and you're listening to Giami Journey Radio.
Alright, so over the last few weeks we've been going through the 5 V's of warrior training. The warrior training process is the process of dealing with conflict and extracting the lessons that will prepare you to the success on all levels of your life. Man, listen, man, we covered 3 of them already, and the 3 V's that we covered already are virtue, versatility, and vision as of yesterday. Now today we are going to talk about value. That is the 4 V, value. The question that you always, or that needs to be asked, is what value do you bring in your warrior training? What value do you bring to the world? What value and what is value? Let's look at the definition of value real quick. Value, relative worth, merit, or importance. Of course, monetary or material worth, as in the commerce or trade, the worth of something in terms of the amount of other things for which it can be exchanged, or in terms of some medium exchanged. Listen, value. What value do you bring? We have people that want to be part of something, that want to move to certain points in their life, but they are not clear on what value they bring to the situation. First off, they have not evaluated their own worth. And when I'm talking about worth, I'm not just talking about this whole monetary thing, because we get caught up on that too much. What value do you bring to the other human beings that are around you? What value do you bring to the world? Whenever we want something to happen in our life, there has to be some form of exchange, and you have to have something worthy of exchanging. But many of us have allowed ourselves to become so unclear on what it is we want out of life, so unclear of who we are in life, that we have, in a sense, diluted our own value. Those of us that are on this journey, those of us that are on the warrior path, we need to understand the value that we bring to every situation. Because when we don't understand our value, when we don't understand what we bring, we lose out. See, because a lot of times we go into situations looking to get something. Now, I'm asking you to step a little bit above yourself and start going to these places and giving something. You know what I'm saying? When you go to your job, add value to the position that you're in, and then you'll see possibly your monetary worth increase. When you go to a church, add value to that congregation. When you join an organization, add value to the organization, rather than always going someplace trying to extract something. Because many of us, we limit our blessings because we don't want to give, because we feel we don't have nothing to give. So we go places begging. We go to places in poverty, and all we get out of them are poverty, because we go in with the mindset that we have nothing to give. Or some of us think we're slick and we only want to go in to see what we can extract. We rob ourselves. We rob ourselves by thinking that we're gonna be able to slick others out of what they have sometimes, rather than going into a situation to see what you can bring. When you step on the path of a warrior, You got to have this V in line. You know what I'm saying? This V, you got to have it, because if you don't, you are going to suck the life out of everybody around you. Because first off, you're going to come in that poverty mind state. Poverty mind state brings individuals with a lack of integrity, with a lack of clarity. Individuals with a lack of integrity, you have no value. Now let's take it a little bit deeper. You come in with a lack of integrity. Why? Because first off, you're not even clear on what value you bring, nor are you clear on what you value in life. See, listen, as a warrior, you are often called to put your life on the line. Not just physically. I mean, that's old school. As a warrior, you have to be willing to expose yourself to several different types of death. We talked about the 5 parts of the human being, and those 5 parts of the human being take turns dying all the time. Listen, when we as warriors, we have to be willing to give up and allow something to die within us. And sometimes we have to be willing to allow the whole being to pass on. Now, when you have things that you value and you understand your values, it allows you and guides you through this process. But most people don't even have things, they don't even know what they value in their life either. They don't know how much they're worth, and they don't know how much other things are worth to them until somebody else come in and take it. Listen, so when we start talking about this warrior path, and we start talking about this warrior training, and we step into it expecting to get something, we always lose out. You always lose out. You need to come with something. Don't come empty-handed. Don't come begging. Don't come in poverty. Come understanding your value. But now, that don't mean you come in arrogant, but that means that you come in knowing that you have something to give. If it's nothing but being able to cook the best omelet, if it's nothing but being able to lift and carry things, if it's nothing but being able to train people in just the little things that you have mastered. You know what I'm saying? You show your value. And then you also come in understanding what it is in your life that you do value. You know what I'm saying? Because now, one of the strange things about this piece here is that it brings to mind to me, of course, my African openness to the tree of life. And it say, those who are not willing to sacrifice shall not be fulfilled. Now, but one of the things that they're very clear in African openness to the tree of life is what a sacrifice is. If it is not valuable to you, it is not a sacrifice. So in a sense, if it does not hurt you, when you give it, it's not a sacrifice. You don't value it. Most of us want to give things we don't value. We say we want money, but most of us don't even value money in the way that we need, in the way that it really makes a difference. So when you put money in the plate at your church, you're not really giving. You're not really sacrificing. You work it into your budget. When you start really being willing to sacrifice those things that are valuable to you, when you are willing to start giving and adding value to something else outside yourself, you become the ultimate. You start moving towards becoming the ultimate warrior. Now, this is Hot 10. I'd like to thank you for checking me out. This is Gianni Journey Radio, a Heart of a Simba production. Where we strive to blow up all those old paradigms.
You are now listening to Gianni Journey Radio.
This is Days, and you're listening to Gianni Journey Radio.